Hey family, this is Pastor JP here at Faithful Central Bible Church, and we're continuing our 21-day fast, and I just want to bring you some encouragement from the topic relationships. What if this year you accomplished every one of your goals? I mean, I know you do your vision board parties and you come together, you strategize for a new year. What if this year you accomplished everything that was on your list? What if all of the tasks, all of the goals, all the plans that you've written down, you actually accomplished all of them in 2021? I mean, can you imagine the feeling of completing every one of your tasks and reaching all of your goals? Can you imagine if this year you accomplish all of them? And then as you begin to take inventory on it, you realize how much of an amazing job you did fulfilling your tasks, fulfilling your goals, fulfilling and checking off everything that you placed on your vision board. Can you imagine that feeling? In this text we're going to read today in Revelation chapter 2, verse 2, these believers, they accomplished the task. I mean, read it with me. In verse 2, it says, I know your deeds, your hard work, your perseverance. I know that you tolerated wicked, that you did not tolerate wicked people, that you tested those who proclaimed to be apostles, but you found them to be false. You persevered and endured through hardship for my name's sake. You did not grow weary. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, they fed the poor. They checked off their tasks. Everything they tried to accomplish, it seems like they reached the goal. They worked hard. They served the people. They didn't grow weary. They endured hardship. They even went against those who were false apostles. It's an amazing list of accomplishments. I mean, could you imagine this year if you had a list of things and you accomplished all of them, and then all of a sudden you read verse 4 and it says, yet I hold this against you. You have forsaken the love you had at first. What if you accomplished every one of your goals, completed all of your tasks, but completely forgot about your relationship? Could you imagine what your relationship would look like right now if you went all of 2021 driven by tasks, but did not consider, did not cultivate your relationship? Could you imagine what that relationship would look like? And in this text, they did amazing things, but the one thing they forgot was the most important relationship you and I will ever have. They forgot the love they had at first. They forgot their love for God. What if this year you accomplished every single one of your goals, all of your plans, but forgot about God? Would you still be able to celebrate if you accomplished every one of your goals, every task you completed it, but you left God? How would you feel if you did an inventory list and you checked all of them, and the one thing that was in the red, the one thing that was negligent, the one thing that was missing was your relationship with God? Would you still be satisfied? If you, the word of God says, what will it profit a man or woman if they gain the entire world, but then lost their soul? My prayer for you within this 21-day fast and for the rest of this year is that as you begin to accomplish all that God has given you, all that he has entrusted you, and the opportunities that will come, that you won't forsake the love you had at first. And the next thing he says is turn back. Forsake means to loosen your grip. Will you this year loosen your grip on God? Will you have an amazing list of accomplishments, but be satisfied with losing your relationship with God? In 2020, coming into this year, do you need to turn back to the love you had at first? My prayer for you is that no matter what you face this year, no matter how hard you grind, or no matter how hard you go towards boldly all that God has placed before you and entrusted to you, that as you do it from the position of a steadfast, cultivated relationship with God. So if you haven't already, please return to the love you had at first. Listen, if this blessed you, type it in the chat if this resonated with you, if this encouraged you, if this inspired you to keep God first, that this year I'm going to go, but I'm going with God. Leave a comment in the chat. Share this with a friend. If you know someone right now that's starting a new year and you want to encourage them, not judge them, encourage them, that our mindset is going to be putting God first in everything that we do. Tag them, like this, share it with a friend. Pastor JP, praying for you. Love you. God bless.